Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Before and After the with your Shirley, as always, Queen KSK. Be sure to hit that follow, that like, that share, that subscribe button on the Instagram and that YouTube and all of the above. Thank you guys for who already been watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing on both Instagram and YouTube. I really appreciate doing these videos for you guys. I enjoy it and appreciate the feedback you guys giving me back for the videos that I do for you guys, and would like for you to keep going, continue to not only watch but like, share, and subscribe on Instagram and YouTube. With that being said, in this half an hour podcast, we're gonna talk what's been going on over the last week and all that good stuff that you want to know, you need to know, like we always do up in this video game. And as far as my Night Raw predictions tonight, as far as SmackDown this week, and as far as the Royal Rumble 2023 coming up, and with the past year and awards also, being known and asked as well. I had a few questions of my own, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Right now, I want to talk about Monday Night Raw first. So, we had Kevin Owens showing why he is Owens fight. Show him go in there and not only win his match against Baron Corbin, to prove a point across with the opening challenge, but he also dominated both Jimmy and Jey Uso and Solo to get his revenge on from them attacking him, for them tearing him down, from them, constantly showing why they are the Raw and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, why they are the bloodline of both Raw and SmackDown, why Sami Zayn chose to be a part of the bloodline and stab Kevin Owens in the back, just like Kevin Owens did to Sami Zayn about 6 years ago in the NXT, if I hit that number about right. He did the same thing to him to be a WWE champion. He stabbed his only best friend, so-called best friend, Sami Zayn in the back. Sami Zayn did the exact same thing to him to join what he wanted to be a part of, the bloodline, running rough Raw and both SmackDown against anybody and anything. And I say, payback's a bitch, and it's a taste of his own medicine, if you ask me. So as far as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's situation goes, they're pretty much even and about square. What goes around comes around in that situation. As far as him, he picked up the victory and got the better of the Usos and Solo and the Bloodline this time on Raw, and they tried to attack him. Shows that he's still got a little fight in him. He still fight Owens fight and wants to dominate, wants to prove a message to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship opportunity that he will have at the Royal Rumble. With that being said, that clears up that situation as far as that goes. My opinions and thoughts on that is that Roman Reigns is going to crush, just like he done in the past over Kevin Owens, and remain our Tribal Chief Universal Champion. Acknowledge it, Roman Reigns, as our Universal Tribal Chief Champion of our first pay-per-view for this year, the Royal Rumble. And the Usos, as far as they go, they reversed the Judgment Day. Yeah, I'm not too fond about them screwing over the Street Profits, but at least the Judgment Day will get, dominated for the Raw Tag Team titles by the Uso Penitentiary at the Royal Rumble to make up for that. And, the W Universe still gave their love and respect because they know it should have been the Street Profits who want the smoke in their time and their moment, and that eventually they might have a heel turn for them. Either with their heel turn them together, like they did with Chad Gaberson and Otis, and they're as a tag team they're still dominating and get their opportunities as a tag team in general, or one of them's gonna stab the other one back to come the heel, and they're gonna go their separate ways as individual dominators like the Shield did, and it could be a big impact for them. Shield did that, and now Roman Reigns, 3 years undefeated Universal Champion. Dean Ambrose, who's known as John Moxley, the AEW was the champion. Seth Rollins was the United States champion 10 years later. After they broke up the Shield, still dominating, together, and now dominating still today in society on all of the brands. So who says that can't be the Street Profits? To do the same thing. Either go their separate ways and dominate as individuals, or dominate together like the Academy, Otis, and Chad has done. As, a team together Or even like the Heat Row, who decided to turn hillside now. Still dominating together as a team, as family, and still getting their opportunity in their moment and just not waiting to get it, because waiting to get it and doing the right things kind of slows you down, but taking what they want and what they deserve and getting their respect that they deserve, getting their opportunity they deserve. And that's what the Street Profits need to do. Show that, they're happy, they're fun, they like to, take a drink, have fun, have a good time, and bring the party, and they get screwed after time after time. They get so close, they dominate from every which way, and should totally win the match by their domination, by their athleticism, by everything that they have shown into the ring and out of the ring. Given the positivity along with the gratitude and the attitude, doing everything right just to get this shattered and just to get smoke in their face. So I'd say as far as they go, it'd be better off probably heel turning and going their separate ways, or them to do something about this situation, because they deserve opportunities, they deserve their moment, they deserve their spotlight, and not deserve to get screwed either. But the good part is at least it's the Judgment Day that's going to get their ass whooped by the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship belts at the Royal Rumble. That's my Royal Rumble predictions, and my based on the results of my Night Raw, those are my Royal Rumble predictions for them. And then based off the other result, my Rhea Ripley Dominate Kansas Array was one of my top videos that you guys chose. The Bloodline versus the Judgment Day for the Raw Tag Team titles at the Royal Rumble, winning the Bludgeon match, as you guys chose that as well to be. Also, my number one video then was my Rhea Ripley's number two. And then with Bayley stealing another win, whether you like her or not, she's still in control with damage control and, dominating as an individual. So that was my top three videos based off, that situation. And as far as that goes, I mean, that pretty much clear up my opinion and thoughts over this past Monday Night Raw and my top three videos that you guys chose based off of Monday Night Raw and my predictions for those Royal Rumble matches that are going to happen at the Royal Rumble. But tonight, my prediction as far as Monday Night Raw goes, I want the EST, Bianca Belair, EST all day, every day, to get her revenge on Alexa Bliss and face Alexa Bliss to remain Raw Women's Champion at the Royal Rumble. I want her to send a message tonight and then walk out Royal Rumble against Alexa Bliss as the Raw Women's Champion. And then, as far as Seth Rollins and Theory and the return of Bobby Lashley giving Theory what he deserved for screwing Seth Rollins last week, I want tonight. I mean, he already got what he deserved last week. And then Seth Rollins, beat him up in a street fight match on the WWE Live and had better dance moves than Sami Zayn as well. He's better dressed in class fashion as well on Monday Night Raw than any other superstar. I think in my book it is always Monday Night Raw. Let's burn it down, baby. Always. So as far as that goes, I don't know. I mean, when they did the triple threat, it didn't work out so well. So and then when they did the competition to face him for it, it didn't work out the way that it should. He totally screwed Seth Rollins out of it, and then Bobby comes back, and when they were doing the triple threat, they was busy beating the hell out of each other, that they totally missed the point of view. So about that, I don't know what they should really do about it. I know that I think that Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley should work together to get Theory out of the picture, either Bobby or Seth walking out United States champion against Theory, and then handle each other for the United States Championship belt officially. Because like I said last time, they're so focused on beating the hell out of each other, they forgot about him, and he swooped right in there and became United States champion in the first place. And then he cheated when Seth Rollins got his single opportunity, so it did no good. So as far as that goes, and I think that Bobby pretty much got his revenge for what he did to Seth. So, I mean, as far as that goes, EST definitely getting her revenge on Alexa Bliss for making her get stitches in her lip, and then that way she can challenge her for the Raw Women's Championship belt at the Royal Rumble. And then, as far as the Usos, they might send a message with them in the Judgment Day as they face them for the Raw Tag Team Title Championship belts at the Royal Rumble. The question is, will it be Dominic or Finn? Because Finn got hurt last time, had Dominic substitute. So either way, Solo's gonna make sure the other one doesn't get involved. And then as far as Dexter won a match over Chad in that singles action. The artists of Monday Night Raw. Like I said, with Steph and Bobby, I don't know. It's gonna be a fight till they should make it a fight till death. Either Seth or Bobby beating each other up in a street fight tonight to have one of them face Theory for the United States Championship once and for all. But in a no disqualification match, that way, no matter what he says or does, he can't walk away without a pinfall or a submission. That's how they need to fix that situation. And as far as anything else, I think that's pretty much the major things that I can think of off of the top of my head. That maybe Alexa or not Alexa, but Kansas LeRae and Nikki Cross want to meet in the ring with each other instead of always talking in their interviews. Hell, Nikki Cross challenged Kansas LeRae to a singles action in the ring if you want to fight her in the ring. And I still think that Dexter and Johnny Guerrero needs to do a tag team match against The Miz as far as that tag team action gone. Because all they do is do him, and he almost got beat up by the Judgment Day for what he did to him. And as far as that goes, I'm trying to think here. And it pretty much covers all that. And then, like I said, the Judgment Day and that. But the only question is, who's going to handle Mia Yim? Or not Mia Yim. Who's going to handle... Yeah, Mia Yim with the damage control. I was getting to that too. Since I'm talking about Mia Yim, let's get that. She got attacked by damage control. I want Becky Lynch and Mia Yim to beat damage control in a tag team action. And then challenge them to tag team women's championship belts at the Royal Rumble. That way Becky Lynch and Mia Yim can go for the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble after tonight on Monday Night Raw, earning their opportunity. Now, the question is, who's going to take care of the third member? That's the only question out there. All I can think of is maybe it could be Kansas LeRae, but they're kind of having her do her own singles action matches. So I think that and Bianca's busy with Alexa, and Alexa's crazy now. So it kind of like, who's gonna get the third man? So Becky and Mia Yim could do that tonight, and then verse for the titles at the Royal Rumble. Who's gonna take out the third man? That's the only question. That's the only theory here. And it's like, well, hell, just do a 2-on-3 and earn it tonight, and then face them for the titles at the Royal Rumble. But then who's going to take out that third man and make sure that doesn't happen? That's where Kansas LeRae could step in and make sure that doesn't happen. And then, Nikki Cross might take her out, but that'll cause this distraction and allow Big Time Messin get an opportunity for the titles that she deserves with Mia Yim by her side. Now, with that being said, based off the Raw results, those are my Raw predictions tonight. Those are my Royal Rumble predictions and what I think as far as the show live went on. And as far as Friday Night SmackDown, the Monster Raw Man, Braun Strowman, he got his revenge, even though Gunther's still Intercontinental Champion. And Rey Mysterio got his revenge, even though Karen Cross got the best of him because of Charlotte getting involved. So it should just be the Monster Raw Man, Braun Strowman, because he can take out two of Gunther's partners, along with Ricochet taking out Gunther himself in a 2-on-3 handicap match this Friday Night SmackDown. And then Sami Zayn needs to choose whether he's on Team Bloodline that destroyed Kevin Owens, Whether he's on Team Kevin Owens going to try to screw up Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship after Royal Rumble, I guess we'll find out then. Wouldn't be smart to do it, but you could try. Got nothing to lose, I guess. And then, Tegan Knox won her singles action based out of the tag team. Charlotte apparently has unfinished business with Sonya Deville for the SmackDown Women's Championship belt, so that'll probably happen coming up on the Royal Rumble because Sonya Deville can't take a L like a responsible superstar would do and just move on. She has to take the highway out and then attack Charlotte like a damn crazy animal from behind, and then expect Charlotte not to hit her back. And Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, is going to bring out the Nightmare in LA Knight and totally demolish him at the Royal Rumble. Kind of like how he did the John Cena, not only at the WrestleMania, but he also did in Steel Cage match and a couple other times too. Although John Cena, he was able to get out of the nightmare and the evilness and turn things around. So we'll see how that plays out. But LA Knight, with a guy like LA Knight, he deserves it though. He deserves it. I've been seeing them on that Kickstarter episode show as well as that commercial. And then we got Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné in Japanese wrestling, debuting her first match, and I hear that she's going to be on an acting movie coming up soon. Very excited about that because she's all about money. You see my Sasha Banks shirt that I always show all the time. I don't know if you can see it over there, kind of diagonally from this camera view. But I'm glad to see her now acting movie as far as she's in Japanese wrestling. Those are my Raw predictions tonight. SmackDown prediction this coming SmackDown. Based off of Raw and SmackDown, my top videos. And also, those are my Royal Rumble prediction. And I just wanted to point that out that you can see Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. She was in the Star Wars gig. Now she's in Japanese wrestling. She's been on NXT both Raw and SmackDown. And now she's going to be in a new movie coming up. I hear that it's going to be an acting side in that part. On Out of Character, we've had on the bump it was Dexter, the artist. Like I said, I think that Dexter has unfinished business with the Miz in that tag team match when he was on Out of Character. And Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, they came up short against the Usos for the SmackDown title. So now what's next for him and Sheamus, the Brolin brothers on SmackDown, as far as he was also on the bump. And then I wanted to show you this video, that I did since we got time. Got a lot of time. Got a lot of things happening and going on right now. And I am going to continue it to keep going because we still got some time left on here. And I want to reach that 30 limit because this is what it's all about. I have a lot to say, but I also have a lot to show that I want to throw within it as well before I get too carried away. We talked about the Raw results. We talked about Raw predictions. We talked about SmackDown results, SmackDown predictions. The return of Bobby Lashley, Rhea Ripley dominating against Candice LeRae, and the Judgment Day versus the Bloodline. My top Raw videos based off of the Raw results and Raw predictions tonight for me. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day as well to everybody as well. And Out of Character Camilo, who shoot and don't miss, former North American NXT champion. The LA Knight on After the Bell, he's just going to get demolished by the Bray Wyatt. I've been seeing him on that energy drink Kickstarter commercial. It's pretty funny. Like I said, with Braun Strowman, I think him and Ricochet need to do a 2-on-3 handicap match. Who was on Out of Character, the bump. And I think that Johnny and Dexter have unfinished business with the Miz on bump unless they got other plans for them. And the Rick Stern, we've seen, stand that, added all fun. Big Time Bex and Seth freaking Rollins burning it down on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus workout. Burning it down both Monday Night Raw. And so hopefully that works out for Big Time Bex to take that workout, win the tag team match, and challenge Damage Control to the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble tonight, along with Seth Rollins over Theory and Bobby with the United States Championship belt tonight towards the Royal Rumble situation, how that's going to work out. Now this is my SmackDown video I want to show y'all. Many of y'all already seen, so That was my SmackDown, this past SmackDown result video that I did. And then these, while I'm at it, I might as well, even though they're very short, but it's on there. Well, not this one. I'm going to show you the two short ones first. Monday Night Raw, Bobby Lashley returning, spearing Theory towards the United States Champion opportunity. Rhea Ripley dominated Candice LeRae in the singles action that she challenged her to. And the Judgment Day winning their way towards the Uso for the Raw Tag Team Championship opportunity at the Royal Rumble at the Judgment match. So that was that as far as that went on. Top videos that you guys choose. For Raw and both SmackDown. Exit out that. Already played that out. Don't need to do that again. And since we got some time on here, I'm going to show you guys my and Seth Rollins come out playing a guitar with mind games with Theory was the best thing. He is the king of manipulation mind games. That just to show you can't manipulate a manipulator. Before last week when Bobby returned, surprising both of them. Like, who's he after? Theory. And Solo in that singles match was not done with the bloodline on Kevin Owens, but they did get him on SmackDown. And speaking of the interview I was talking about with LA Knight and Feed, Bray Wyatt, you guys with my Raw SmackDown top deals and all that stuff that I was just talking about, a few of you guys already seen my new Crash energy drink. That's what happens when you party talking yourself. Always on camera. New cash drink is awesome. It's lit. And then a few of you already seen where I won as Jey so against Drew McIntyre's in a single action Extreme Rules, and then dominated Shinsuke Nakamura after the match was over. 2K 2022 shout out. The Uso Penitentiary remain the Raw Tag Team Champions all over the Judgment Day at the Royal Rumble. And my Royal Rumble guess for the men's, I think the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is going to return to win the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble. As far as that goes, and Liv slapping Raquel across the face was not the smartest move, but I dig her heart and her, showing, hey, I'm not afraid how strong you are. Raquel dominates her. Now she's in the Women's Royal Rumble. I would say maybe Big Time Bex win the Royal Rumble for a second time. Who says that she can't? We've had winners win second time before. Stone Cold Steve Austin hold the record at 3 Royal Rumble wins. Most out of any superstar in the Royal Rumble history. So you see me, Jerry's winning, Joey McIntyre. I just want to take up some time and show that I did. Because I want to show this part afterwards. You just listen to it. Yeah, that's how we do it up in here. Krazy K was just playing that game as Jey Uso with the Raw SmackDown champion. That's why the Bloodline running SmackDown right now. I just played Jey Uso right there. Just beating Extreme Rules on Drew McIntyre's and that singles ass whooped Shinsuke Nakamura's ass, which I step in at the match was up. That's a Krazy K rock the stage, rock the face. Y'all follow, subscribe on that Instagram and YouTube. You'll hear more of me. Krazy K out. That was dope. That's what happened. What happens when you get into game mode. And speaking of game mode, I've seen the Usos with Xavier Woods. Seeing the Usos playing with Xavier Woods on the WWE game for this year. As I was talking about that Raw SmackDown singles match, about that a few of y'all already seen that one anyway, so I want to put that out there with the new Crash Energy Drink since I was talking about the LA and I and the Fever White on there. My favorite Royal Rumble matches would be have to be and winners, and then this is my last Raw predictions before and after that podcast. Y'all see my other part two before that podcast. Raw predictions, my Raw videos, my top Raw videos, my new Crash Energy because I've been seeing a feed and I on that, so I want to put that up with the Royal Rumble match they have, and then the list is on 2K 2022, so I want to put out for this year they were like a couple days ago. Raw and SmackDown predictions as well as that video. There's some short one. My SmackDown results. You know, that was that one as far as that goes. But my favorite Royal matches would have to be when Bianca Belair, the EST, won the Royal Rumble back in 2018, and when John Cena won the 2008 Royal Rumble when he returned, and then turned around in 2013, won the Royal Rumble and the Mr. My because my all-time favorite superstar who got me started in the wrestling in the first place, and who continues to keep my head up and keep me strong to go on and continue to follow my dreams and follow my heart and keep the gratitude with the attitude. John Cena not only returned after the injury, won the 2008 Royal Rumble, he also won the 2013 Royal Rumble with the Money in the Bank that year. And then a couple of years after that, Seth Rollins and Randy Orton, boom, boom, just like that, right next to each other. Great Hall of Famers, Legendaries, Dominators, and my favorite superstars. So those will have to be my favorite top three Royal Rumble. John Cena win, Seth Rollins win, Randy Orton win, and when the on the female side, Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble. That's my favorite Royal Rumble winners and matches as far as that goes. And this year, those are my prediction. Like I can't think of any other match that I'll get. Maybe a kickoff for this Royal Rumble this year would be good. Putting Emma and Scarlett in a singles action against each other. And as Rey Mysterio, I think he still has unfinished business with Karen Cross, maybe in a steel cage match. And Braun Strowman still has unfinished business with Gunther fair and contract. I mean, he won fair and square, but I think Strowman should have won that match. And Sami Zayn, you better prove you're loyal to the bloodline as you're stepping in for the Universal Championship belt with Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. There's no time for no games, and you know they have no problem with dominating anybody who's trying to assault against them or for them or whatever it is that you think you have you going on. So I would nip that in the bud and get it straightened real fast if I were Sami Zayn. Those are a few more things I wanted to talk on and talk about. So, with that being said, I think that pretty much clears it up as far as saying that and everything. So keep an eye out and everything. I already did that one, but I will be doing outside of here. I will be doing a Raw prediction video and a SmackDown prediction video. So not only watch, like, share, subscribe on both Instagram and YouTube for this before and after that podcast with Cream Crazy K, but also keep an eye out to also watch, like, share, follow, and subscribe on Instagram and YouTube with my Raw predictions I'm going to do, SmackDown predictions, and my Monday Night Raw videos tonight. So Queen Crazy K did this video, and now Queen Crazy K is out today. Thanks for y'all for joining and listening to me today. Queen Crazy K, just wipe this face around this day, like she always say. Stay in her face and stay in my lane. Always up on my feet and doing my thing. Everybody know, follow the grab on the Queen Crazy K, because you already know I'm the hardest and the best, the breakfast that you ever will see on the face screen. Fucking out, hanging and rapping and flying. Nobody can stop this. Nobody can say this. Nobody can say this and say that and stop me from doing my tracks and stay in me all day, all night. That's how it be when Queen Crazy K be up in this face. When I say, what'd you say? Oh wait, that's my current right here, right now, right now. That's what happened when I go not fast. And I'll be out right now. Me, look out for that Raw and the SmackDown predictions right now. Doing great. Tell like you still subscribe in the channel.